Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the first session of the Don't Pass progression, and I'm going to continue that betting strategy. We're going to increase our bets this time to a $20 Don't Pass bet, and then we're going to go ahead and try to pick up some place numbers and see if we can make some money. But if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. It's free, doesn't cost anything, and let's get to it. So we're going to start out with a $20 don't. Remember, I want to keep $10 or 10 times the bankroll of my first don't pass bet. So this is our exposure point right here. There's 8. 8's going to be the point. All right, so we have $20 to bet. So I'm going to pick up 6. I'm going to put a $12 6, a $5 5, and a $5 9. Remember, if you was on stadium craps or bubble craps, you actually don't have to cap these. But at a table, you do to get the true odds. Dice are out. 9. Center field 9. All right, so that's going to be a $7 winner. We'll go ahead and increase that 5, rack 2. Now we're just even money right now. And a 7 out. So $20 bet down there. Go ahead and pay it just like that. And that's the end of those dice. Next shooter. Here we go. Dice are out. And we got a 9, center field 9. So 9's going to be the point. Here you can pick a 6 or an 8. You can't pick them both because we have a $20 don't pass. So now we've got 22 out there. And dice are out. Remember, we're going for 2 times whatever our original bet is on the place number. We don't just grow them continuously. We do have a stop in regards to when we're going to stop the growth of each one of these bets. So that was a 5, and it's a $7 winner. We'll grow the 6. Now that 6 is at the top level. I'm not going to grow it anymore. I forgot to put an extra dollar on that. All right, it's a yo 11. Nice route. There's another 5. So let's pick up the 5 for one more unit and rack the 2. We're going to see how this plays out. There's a hard 4 hard. We haven't had an 8 yet, have we? There's a 5. All right, there's a $14 winner on that 5. Now we get to pick up at least, we get to take our 8. Now we're fully doubled on the inside. The next thing we're going to do is single unit on the outside, and then we'll go from there, hopefully collecting. So one more hit on a 5, 6, or 8 is going to do it. A 9's not going to do it. All right, so there's a $20 loss. Now here's kind of an adaptation of it's a choice you can make. So we lost the 20. We have winnings out here that would match that 20. We've got 24 here. We got 12 here. We got 10 there. So we have $22 here plus the 24. We got 46 bucks out there. We lost 20. So we could take $20 off of that and just put it back on the don't pass and then have our money pretty much even because we had enough hits to offset our don't loss. Or you can try it one more time. Put you a $20 don't and then let it roll. And there's a 10. Now this is interesting. All right, so you got a 10, got a $20 bet right here. Always put 2 times odds when it's a 4 or 10, which really gives me an additional 20 bucks to put out there. So I've pretty much got an opportunity to bet, say, the 9 and the 5, and let's play it out. And there's the 9, so 14. And now I'm just going to rack, okay? Because we've already built it up from our last session. And I've got coverage there. So now we're just going to go ahead and rack a little bit of this money. So 15 for 1. It just makes good sense once you have established your baseline to go ahead and give it a chance. You don't have to. You can play a little bit more conservatively and not, do what I just did and then have to rebuild it back up. And there's a 7 out. But for me, you know, went through the work of building it up, why not go ahead and roll it out? Now it's a little bit more risky, but you know, you got casino, not technically casino money, but you got even money out there. All right, so we did get paid on those odds on the 10. We're still out. We got the 20. Didn't get all the way through, but it did pretty good. We got to collect some. That's nice. There's a come out loser. So $20 loser. Put another 20 out there. And there's a 9. The point's going to be 9. Good number. We got $20 to play with. So we're going to put 23 out here. That's the one disadvantage on table play, is you have to have, again, those numbers capped. But on bubble craps or on stadium craps, you don't have to do that. You can actually have even money. All right, so there's 14 or $14 winner on an 8. Going to take that. I'm going to go ahead and full press that. So we've got the 6 and the 8 are now at full press on double the numbers or double the units that I had. So they're good. Now it's about the 5, the 4, and the 10. We got to pick those up to get this thing to really work for us. There's a 5. That's going to be a $7 winner. Now everything's out there except the outside numbers. And it's a bummer too because we hit a couple of 4s. And you know, it can go that way. And then it comes back and it hits an 8. And we have $24 out there. That's a $28 winner. So I'm going to pay it in 5s. So there's 25, 28. We'll just single unit here on the 4, single unit on the 10. Again, this is about giving yourself a chance to beat the casino. So you don't get crazy. Don't go tilt. You do not go tilt on this strategy. Everything is planned. Even what looks like a tilt is a planned increase in your bet. So we didn't get going, pay a 20 on that, and we lose this. So a break even-ish type of session there. Dice route. 9 again. Point's going to be 9. Same game. We got, let me do a $14.06 this, or $12.06 this time. And we got a $6.08 and a $5.05. Dice route. Yo 11. You know, it's a game of, as a number of times I've mentioned, it is definitely a game of chance. And the chances are stacked against you in regards to odds. There's a lot of different ways that you can try to get a little bit more of an advantage. A lot of people teach, you know, how to influence the dice, and certainly that's something that works for a lot of people. For me, I'm not a great dice influencer, and I don't have, personally, I'm not ready to put in that kind of time to perfect dice shooting. There's a 6, but a lot of people do. I'm more of a kind of a relaxed, if I have a bad day on dice throwing, which, you know, all athletes have a bad day. If I have a bad day on dice throwing, then let me see something here. I think I overpaid myself. Yeah, it shouldn't be. It should have been a $14 winner, which will raise the 6. That's better. That's better. Almost overpaid myself. All right, so but you know, a number of people do that, and it's not for me. Hey, 6. That's great. That's a $28 winner. So that was a lucky bet. So raise the 5. That. Go ahead and pick up a single odds on those. And we're in collect land. We're in the collect land. And as soon as we arrived in collect land, we get knocked off. That's okay. It's a little bit better than breaking even on that one, because we did get to collect a little bit. Can't remember what we started this session out is probably somewhere around where we're at right now. It's been just pretty much a break even type of thing. And there's seven out, or come out seven, $20. And there's a 9, center field 9. So we did 2 units on the 8, 1 unit on the 6, and a 5 on the 5. And there's an 8. That's going to be, that was an 8, it flipped. That's going to be a $14 winner. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun when you can play. You know, sit there and have a drink, whatever. So we just lost the 20. There was the points. That's 2 in a row. If we lose the third one, then we're going to have to start really thinking about it. I'm going to leave my money out there. All right, $20. And there's a push. Remember, these are off on the come out roll. Always off on the come out roll. And there's a yo. That's a third loss. All right. So now this is where we get a little bit more aggressive. That was 3 in a row. So now we're going for, there's 40 on the dome. And there's a 10. Whew. Man, this is getting kind of crazy, because this doesn't happen very often where you go max, doubled up your bet. But now I've got 2 times odds. So I have 40, so I have $80 that I can play with. Let me go ahead and change these out for some quarters. Since we're now, this is where it gets gets aggressive, okay? So if you look at this strategy and think, well, this is kind of boring, it never really gets anywhere. Well, then this is the moment where you're actually somewhere on your betting. All right, so now I have 30 on the 8, 30 on the 6, $60. I have a $10 5 and a $10 9. So we have $80 out there, got $80 down here, and the dice are out. And that's not what we wanted to see, the big old 10. So we lose that 100, was that 40 and 80, $120 loss. And we're still at that $40 level on our betting down here. We pull this down so we can work with that. And the dice are out. And the 9, center field 9. Again, this can happen. We got, what, 40 down there. We could bet 20. I have to get change. All right, so we got 30, 50. So we'll be exposed $6. Dice are out. There's an 8. It's going to be a $21 winner. So it's definitely going to test. It's going to test you, this strategy will. All right, so that was 18. So we can take that up. What was that? An 8. We'll take this one up to 36. That's 15.36. So $36. So let me do this. That's $36, and we'll just rack that. And dice are out. And there's a 6. That's a great one. That's a $42 winner. So just like that, get a good hit. Now we're going to build this one up to a 36. Go ahead and take this one up to 20. That'll be a single unit there. And do $10 4. And rack this. And dice are out. Now we need a run, right? $42 winner on that 8. And that will pick up to $10 on that. And now we're in rack land. We are racking now. We need about 3 or 4 good racks, and we're not going to get them. There is a 7 out. So that's going to put us back here on 40. And then we're going to end up giving this back to the casino. Big, that was been kind of going backwards with that 10 loss, but you know, that's what happens. All right, so we got the 40 there. So we're going to reset the dice. We're down money. We're going to stay with that $40 bet because we didn't really get win. I would call that more of an even round. There's an 8, 8 easy. So we got $45 to bet. So 15, 10, 10. That's 20, 35, and then 38. We got 45. Put another 5 out here. Let's put it on the 9. All right, dice are out. 3, ace, deuce. Going to do a couple more rolls, see if we can get to positive rack land, and if not, then we'll see where we're at. Okay, there's $21 winner. Same game. We're going to go ahead and take this money, take 25, put it here, take that here, put this up to 36, 36, and then rack this. I think I might have put not enough money on that last time, but there's $42. The gist of it is the same. So if I made that mistake, I apologize. And then same game here. I'm going to take 25, put that there, put that to 25, put that to 25, and then we'll rack that. So I think right there we got a good board on the 5s and the 9s, and we've racked. I think we're up a little bit of money. I still call it even though we've racked some money. All right, that's going to be a $35 winner. And with this 35, let's put some, I don't know, let's do a $10 here and there. So we got a $10 10 and a $10 4. Now we're going to rack. All right, now we're going to rack. So that's 30, 42. So I know it looks kind of random what I'm doing, but it's not. This is legitimately the strategy as it needs to be. I'm going for probably about 4 or 5 hits. That was my third. And then we're going to go from there if we can. But we can't. There's a 7 out. But I'm going to call that a win. Even though we didn't get all of our, our 4 or 5 hits. We did get 3. So I'm going to call that a win. And I'm going to take my bet down to 20 again. That's not staying there camping out. Still betting. Still got a chance to do, to win some money, but I don't want to put myself out there, for a long period of time where I could have big losses. Big losses are part of it, and it could happen, like that $120 loss on that 10. So it certainly, was it an 8 that was hit? I marked a 6. Well, I guess it was a 6. So we lost. Yeah, so it could happen, but I'm not wanting to be overly concerned. I'm playing the process. I'm not really playing anything else. All right, so we got a 10, and you know what that means? That's 2 times odds. So there's 40. And now I have $40 that I can bet. So I'm going to go ahead and cash one of those greens in for 25. And I've got 20 out here right now, 22. So I'm going to go ahead and put another, there's 20. No, that's 10, sorry. And then there's another 20. All right, so there we go. Now we're set. Now we're going for doubles. Remember, we got 2 units out there. I want to get 4 units before I call it a good board. Just like that. Rack the 2. Bring this up. So let's see what this one does for us. Do we get anywhere on this one? Let's see. It's possible. Does this 10 make up for the last one? We want no 10. There's a yo 11. So we're now, I found the ace deuce, the horn numbers, they come in, they come in bunches. All right, so that's $28 winner. We're going to go ahead and pay that this way. And no, we're not. I'm going to pay it this way. We'll raise that 6. Now we got 2 units on that one, and let's raise that 5. we could go ahead and pick up that 9, but I don't want to. I'm going to go ahead and let that. We'll keep that cream over here just to keep us in the positive land. All right. There is a $10 9. So that's 14. So 5 for 1. We'll double that one up. Put a single unit there for now. Dice are out. And there's an 8. That's a $28 winner. Now we're almost in full rack land. I've got to get rid of some of these ones. So there's 20. All right, so the 8 pays $28. I'm going to rack that, and then we're just going to raise that 4 to 10. And dice are out. And there's the 10. Okay, so we lose our 10 here. Now, right here again, you've got, we had 40, no, we had 20, and then we had 40. So we lost 60 here. But you can see very clearly we got 48 here. We got 20 and 20. We got 68. We got $78 here. We did lose the 60. Well, we got a great board. So what to do? Do we play it out? You know, I'm probably not. I'm going to go ahead and rack this, and this is a choice. You know, this is where you play the vibe of the table. You make a decision. Am I going to leave it out there, or am I going to go ahead and rack it? So I'm going to rack it, and we're going to go back out here with a 20. Because that was really close. And there's a 7 out. So that's going to be a loss. There's 2 losses in a row. And there's a 9. All right, center field 9. So back to the 20. 10, 5, 5. So we got a 2 unit 8, 12, $6, 6, and a $5, 5. And there's a 6. That's 7. Go ahead and raise that up. So now we've got a 2 unit 6. We started out with 1, so I'm going to leave that one there. That one stopped. We're no longer pressing that 6. And there's a 10 hard. I don't think we've seen a 10 hard. We've seen some 10s, but that's the first 10 hard. We're on the outside now. We're on the outside of that bell curve. And then there's that 7. Okay. I'm going to call it a day. Let's see where we're at. Hopefully we did better, but I don't know that we did. We started out, I think it was somewhere around we'll just say 250. 250 is close enough. So if we're right at 250 this time, we're going to consider this session a break-even session. All right, so we've got 150, 75, 200, 225, 245. There's 250, 270, 276. So we're at 276 right now. I think we was right at the 250 mark before, so we made 30 bucks. We did take a big loss on that 10, but that's part of this strategy is you are going to be exposed. There's two levels of pretty large exposure. One is when you place 2 times odds on the 10, and obviously the other is on the come out roll. The come out roll could get you. The saving grace on the adaptation, the variation of this strategy is to go ahead and after 3 in a row losses, press, double that bet. You kind of martingale it. So that martingale is not completely, I guess, exposed because you've had 3 losses in a row. So that martingale strategy at that point gives you the opportunity to increase place bets here. But you're always wanting to do 2 times the place bet before you stop pressing. Like your initial place bet, you want to do 2 times on each one of those. And then on the outside, on the 4 and the 10, when you get those, just do a single unit or a double unit or whatever it is you want to on the 4 and the 10. And after that, you're just collecting. Okay, and then after about 4 or 5 of those, you can press if you choose to. Press 1, collect 1, press 1, collect 1. And at any point, you could pull that down, and that's money that you could put in your bankroll. I didn't show that, but that is another variation. We're going to do another session of this. really like this strategy. I've had some very good success with it. I know it looks like, man, just one more row and it would have went south on the first one and on this one. And you're right, but it didn't. And that's the thing. It didn't go south. It was right there at the edge of going south. Could it go south? Absolutely. But it didn't. Thanks for watching. See you next time.